Alright, so this is just a quick overview of how to access the 2-acre property. Google Maps only gets you so far, so I'm going to start back here on US 221. Depending on which direction you're coming from, you're either going to be taking a left onto Water Tank, which means you're going to have to go down a little bit farther and do a U-turn, or if you're coming up from the south, you can take a right onto Water Tank Road. So I'm going to scroll over here a little bit farther till we get to Jones Ranch Road and Mile High Lake Road. So it looks like it starts out as Mile High Lake Road, and what you'll see on the ground when you get there is there's this huge building back here. Sometimes there's semi-trucks that are trying to pull in there, but it's a narrow gravel road you can drive back onto. You'll just go right past this building. And you can see here you need to veer to the right. There's the opportunity to go left and continue. This takes you straight to this house. So if you go to a house right away, you know you've taken the wrong turn. So veer to the right. And you're going to follow this in, and then you need to veer off to the left to catch Jones Ranch Road. So there'll be a split in the road. Obviously veer right, you stay on Mile High Lake. Left, you continue on Jones Ranch Road. You obviously don't want to turn left immediately because that will take you to this house. Continue on Jones Ranch Road. You have the opportunity to turn right here onto this gravel drive. You obviously don't want to do that. Continue down Jones Ranch Road. Here on the corner, you have the opportunity to take a left onto Flint Lock Ridge Road. There is a garden type improvement here, as well as some power lines going across. You can see here there's a power easement, so be on the lookout for that. You're going to continue on Jones Ranch Road. There's a pond on your right-hand side. You may or may not be able to see through the trees. And this is where we kind of depart from Google Maps. So it basically stops right here. It doesn't exactly follow the curve of the road. You can see the road actually curves a little bit right here, and it's a gravel road, pretty well maintained. You can follow that around. On your left, there's going to be a driveway to this house and this house, and you can follow that around right here. I'm going to see if I can do a little bit of drawing to highlight it. You're following it around, and you're going to curve back up. And right there, retrace that. Right there where I've stopped, again, there's another fork in the road. At that fork, there's the opportunity to go left, which will take you all the way back into this farm area. I think it's primarily an event center, and you obviously don't want to do that. There's a gate there, so you won't be able to access it. You actually want to veer right. Veering right will take you down here, and you actually come back and curve around. That's an important curve to take. There may be some private road signs up there. There may even be a private property sign. There's not going to be anybody that's going to tell you to stop going that direction. It's not all private property for one person. It's private property for many people, and I am one of the owners there, owning this property up here. So you can continue around that curve, follow all the way up, and you'll see on your left-hand side here, there's a relatively newly built property. That property has a relatively newly cut-in driveway to it, right there. You should at least see that driveway. You may not be able to see the house from the road, but you will see this newly cut-in driveway. You can continue on past that driveway, and you want to keep going. And I'm following the approximate path as close as I can, and there will be a big gravel pad almost right here where you can go around this curve. There's the opportunity to continue down this way to some other properties, but you want to actually continue around this corner, and there are pictures within the property directions photo showing this. You want to continue around this corner and take yourself all the way up, and right here on your right hand side as you go, there's an RV trailer parked there with a lean-to next to it. And that's the last improved lot that you're going to see until you get to the property. So once you get to that point, you'll continue past that. You're going to go up and veer off to the left. If you continue straight, you're going to continue going down and farther up the mountain. You don't need to do that. You're going to want to veer off to the left. There should be some sort of a chain across the driveway that says no trespassing. This driveway has not really been driven on for a number of years. No improvements have been made to it. It probably needs a little bit of work to make it totally usable to, pull a trailer down in there, an RV, or even to drive down in it, unless you've got, Jeep with 4x4. Excuse me. But you can go through that because you have my permission to go down there, and I'm the property owner, and you're just going to be able to follow that on down to the property itself. And you can see right here, this is where the Google Maps pin is, the GPS coordinate, and the property itself is approximately located right here. This is the full 2 acres, and again, this is approximate, but that's what it is. So you've got the driveway coming down in here. This is that flat bench that you see in the photos. Here's one of the sheds. There's a couple more back in here covered up by the woods, but that's going to be what you're looking for. So really that crucial point to note is going to be right here where Google Maps ends and where you need to take over the navigation. Just go ahead and review this Google Maps and follow this video as well as the property directional photos within the Google Drive folder. Please reach out to me if you have any questions.